What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, back for more Ark Survival Ascended on Svartalfheim. Okay, so it's attempt number 2 here. We tried fighting the dragon. Luckily, I've had enough time to build up a multitude of armies of the creatures. Like, I've got a bunch of these Rexes all bred out, like, and I'm talking a good amount, to the point where if I keep failing, it's not a huge issue. But we fully upgraded all the Rexes. They have good armor on them. I was able to snag most of the saddles from the failed boss fight, which, by the way, I also upgraded their saddles. I ended up working all day long of grinding up fiber, hide, metal. Like, it took me a long time, but this also was a really cheap blueprint as well. So we got them fully decked out. The strategy I tried prior had me riding on the Daedon, but for some reason the UD wouldn't passively do the duty roar. I don't know why it wouldn't do it. I don't know how to activate it, to be honest. I really don't. But I couldn't get it to go, so that strategy did not work, and I was running with only 3 Sirats. I'm gonna try 4 again, just in hopes that the Sirats will be able to do work. I'm gonna assume, this is just me assuming here, that the Sirats melee damage is what increases how much health they get back. I don't physically know that for certain or anything. I'm just gonna assume that. So we got 2 of them at 20k, 2 of them at 10k. I think it's a male and a female at 20k and a male and a female at 10k. Oh no, it's 2 males. Damn, that's not good. Okay. Well, I mean, they'll lose their mate boost, but as long as I'm riding on UD, we'll give them 25% attack buff and 20% defense buff. So let's try this again. Let's hope we can do it. Your boy's been grinding, as you can see, and I put a bunch of raw meat in here because I was trying the Daedon strat, and that did not go as well as I planned. We're loaded on shotguns, on shotgun ammo. We're loaded on everything. We gotta try to pass it. So what I'm gonna be doing is I've been going into caves, and I've been doing a bunch of caving already, like a bunch of different for the trolls and whatnot, and the unholy remains and the nameless creatures. We're gonna cover that in the next episode after this one, but I ran a couple off screen, found a really cool few things I wanted to cover in those specific videos, so that's kind of the main reason why I wanted to do it. And I was like, that'd be a good strategy for me to utilize for that fight. But we're gonna Courage Roar these guys really quick, because the Courage Roar, I know it increases damage output by 25%, but it decreases damage received. As you can see, there's all my bags. Damage received by 20% too, and there's my last death. So we lost this fight last time, and I'm hoping we don't have to lose it again. I'm hoping this time we'll be able to smoke right through this creature and have a relatively... Really, bro? You're starting fireballs already? Can you at least come down here and fight? Like, come on with the fireball. You gonna land, or... Bro's just jumping straight into the aggression. Damn, okay. It's at full health already, but he's jumping straight into the aggression. I need the protection of my other guys here to help slice these guys up. Go over there. Go over there. Go over there. Get away from over here. Go over there. I'm whistling. Yes, please go over there. Thank you. Over here. Stop climbing on top of me, but go over here. Alright, now you guys can fight. I'm on fire again. I am on fire again. The Sirat's the only one in there chomping away at it, so I want them to attack my target. Attack this guy. Please attack him, thank you. Alright, so I need the support of these Sirats to really get the health to those guys. And I need to keep using the UD roar as much as physically possible. I gotta back up though. I don't need to be standing right in his face, because all that's gonna do to me is get me killed. The 5-pick, that's some good heals. That's some really good heals from those Sirats. The Sirats do a lot of work when it comes to healing, which is nice. And I'm actually kind of quite surprised at how much health the Sirats actually can give back when doing that kind of damage. 550, because the guy's only doing about 200 damage per bite. Yeah, he's biting quite often, but with the damage reduction, the fire's doing a little bit, the damage reduction being 20%, and the attack output being up by 25%, I think it's more of a benefit than actually having a Daedon. And truthfully, with the Sirats being able to heal 2 in there, I think that really does help us a lot. I can't tell if the PT is just watching. Yeah, one of the Rexes went down. We kind of knew that was going to happen. Like, that was... We knew we were going to lose Rexes. Like, that was... Nope. Passive. Do not do anything. Do not do anything. I need to tell them to move over there. I mean, that's fair. Just come back this way, actually. missile neutral. So they can defend themselves. One of my T-Rexes finally died. It must have been like such low health that it died to the Pteranodon. That dude's got to quit running away. That's the only problem with the dragon fight, is it just hides half the time. Can you land? Can you go over here? Like over here, over here? Get away from the lava, please. How are we looking health-wise? How are we looking health-wise? Okay, you're a little low. Whistle over here. No, over here. Yep. There we go. Aggressive now. And attack my target. Aggressive, do the Courage Roar. Decrease some of that damage output. Get the Serats in there. Get the Serats in there. Why are they... They're trying to get around to the rear. Okay, I see what they're trying to do. I'm fine with that as long as they're able to deal damage. Get away from me. Don't lock onto me. Don't need you locking onto me. Alright, so that PT is just chilling. The PT is just watching, kind of like that dwarf is over there. I just gotta keep utilizing the Courage Roar as much as I can, honestly. It's gonna be my best bet. Courage Roaring it, and just letting these guys chomp away at it. Kinda probably should try to get near with the Beauty a little bit too when I can. Do a Courage Roar, put a couple bites into it, some bites onto his toes. Courage Roar again. Like I said, I know I'm going to lose Rexes to the fire damage. Like, that's definitely going to happen. The Serats are doing a fantastic job of keeping these guys healed. If we can get it below, like, 100k, I feel pretty confident that I could take it out with a shotgun if I had to. I just want to get into a position where I feel like we're doing enough damage that it's actually capable for me to blast it a couple times with a shotty and be okay. The Serats are just tanking it, dude. I'm liking the work that these Ceratosauruses are doing. I'm gonna start pumping it with shotguns. Pumping it with shotguns. Pumping it with shotguns. Can I hop on the back of you again? Courage Roar again. I gotta move, I gotta move, I gotta move. We got it low, boys, we got it low. Gotta reload, gotta reload, gotta reload, gotta reload. Come on, come on, come on. Blast it a couple times. Blast it, blast it, blast it, blast it. Come on, keep biting, guys. Keep biting away. Don't stop biting. Come on, reload, 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 reload. Come on, baby, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, we got it, 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 we got it. There it is! Yes, the dragon is down. Oh. Fuck, that was a lot harder than that should have been. Oh, that was a lot harder than that should have been. So now we gotta completely repair all the army. There's all the saddles from earlier. There's my other UD saddle from earlier. There's all my Rex saddles. And there's the other UD saddle from earlier. So we had 2 Serats that survived. We lost a Rex right at the end. He was a good trooper. So we lost everything. The only thing that really survived were the Serats and Kid Yudi. Wow. Okay. That's a lot of element, though. Oh, that's insane, dude. We lost every single Rex. Every single T-Rex went down. Those are my extra Serat saddles. I had to craft a bunch of these earlier, dude. You don't even know how many resources I went through to get all this stuff. Alright. Dragon is down. Oh, now it's on to the Bane of Thwadadaw. But for the rest of this video, we're going to get our tech armor built, and then we're going to go explore the cave a little bit with the trolls in it. Oh, that was intense, dude. I did not think we were going to win that. Once I saw like half the Rexes go down, I was like, yeah, that might be GG's. But that's our full army now. Now I'm going to have to, like, grow all of them back up again. Which is kind of fine, because now we have higher level mutations in a lot of ours. So that's kind of okay, actually. I could let the mutations grow out a little bit more. Man, that was intense. But we did it. We did it, we did it, we did it. Okay, and luckily, I think I had a world buff on. I did. I heal faster. That's why my health is going up so much quicker. So that kind of helped. I wish it would have helped for the creatures. There is a buff that actually increases your creature's damage output. I had that earlier today, but when I went to restart the server, I forgot that I had it on, and I completely lost it. So that would have been pretty good there. But yeah, our Rexes base have a 6 melee boost right now, so that'd be kind of nice if we can get that built in naturally. That would be really cool. So let's just transfer all the saddles over. All those Rexes are gone. Let's transfer all of our boss dinos over and see what we have left. That's it. That's cool. We have extra flak armor that I carried on me just because. There's some energy crystals. There's the alloys. There's the element. There's the dragon flag. And there's the one from earlier. Like I said, I beat them on beta, which was not the problem. Beta was like ridiculously easy for me for some reason. I do not understand why. Alright, so I gotta hook myself right there. And hang the dragon's head. Not on that part. There we go. There we go. There we go. And then just yoink. Oh. I got stuck on the flag. Of course I did. So, let's climb up here. And place the dragon's flag. Disable snapping. Place this. Oop, no. Slightly over. Gotta unlock the camera. Lock camera. I want to rotate it. I think right there would work. Is that perfect? Is that straight? Does that look straight to you? No, I'm just spinning it in circles now. Okay, keep spinning, and I believe right there is perfectly straight. I believe right there is perfectly straight or close. That is close. I'm gonna take it. That is close to being straight. There's all 3 bosses defeated. Not all 3, technically. 3 of the 4 bosses defeated. Finally, so now I can say we've actually beaten Svartalfheim on Alpha, because before we beat it 2 out of the 3 on Gamma, we lost to the Dragon, and we could never do it. But now we have everything that we physically can unlock. I don't think we can get these on this map, which kind of sucks, or these. These are something I would only be able to get in the cluster, which I can't wait till I can do that cluster so you guys can see what all these are. But, yeah, so let's go make our tech gear. Let's go right on and make that now, because now we definitely have the access to it. Hopefully I have the metal and everything left after making all those saddles. Alright, so B+, tech, armor. Well, can I not make B+ tech armor in there? Apparently I can't, so arm. Apparently you gotta make this first and you can convert it, which is fine by me. That is perfectly fine by me. So let's craft the leggings. Let's craft the helmet. It's time. It's been forever since I've been in tech armor, and I'm getting antsy waiting to slap all this stuff on. So we had just enough of everything to get it. All right, let's turn that off. Let's go back inside. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. We're going to equip all of our armor. No, we're not yet. No, we're not. We are not going to do that just yet. Hang on a second. I lied to you. I just lied to your faces. Transfer all the tech over. Transfer all the tech over. Convert all items. Transfer those back to me. Spin back over here to this. Remove skin. I'm glad we were able to beat that. Honestly, I'm really glad we were. Because now that allows me the time and the effort to focus on the Bane of Thwatadaw going forward, which is going to be our next endeavor. We are going to equip all of our tech armor. There it is. We are fully tech kitted out, but we're not going to be keeping the tech armor on. We're going to be switching it over to the Lost Enforcer tech armor, because with the Lost Enforcer and with Lost Colony coming within now 2 weeks, I believe, because they pushed it back to the 18th, which again I'm perfectly okay with. We need to be running our Lost Enforcer armor. We need to be running this because we are getting ready for Lost Colony. So there that is. Let's grab ourselves some element. I don't think we'll need that much. Store that in there, split that in half, just send that over. Well, we only need probably like 60, so we'll take that. Let's grab the rest of our boys, the rest of our main army back. Alright. Put our Drakeling back on our shoulder. I honestly probably don't think we need the Drakeling on our shoulder anymore, because I only had that for the glide. But let's take a quick look at the Rexes and see what they have going. Oh, we have some eggs. Let's see if we have any mutations really fast. This is the first time you guys actually get to see how I do my, not the first time, one of the times you get to see how I do my method. Alright, we got a 301, so that would be good. But That one's not. So actually what I'll do is I'll keep that one. Even though it's not a next level mutation, I'll keep that one because it's got a boost in health. So how like I've always told you guys before, how I do mine is, ooh, lag. How I do mine is it's always the melee, or the male, I'm sorry. That has to be the one that continues the line pretty much. So with this one getting that extra 2 into health doesn't mean anything really, but it'll just give her a little bit of an extra health boost to start off. That's legitimately all that does. But where we're going now is we are going to go into the cave. Oh, this is insane. I'm so glad I forgot how to use tech armor. There we go. Right bumper. There it is. We have tech armor back, baby. You used to be able to, there you go. Now I'm speed boosting. Now I'm Superman punch speed boosting this. And the little Drakeling, the Lost Colony Drakeling is floating on my shoulders as well with my backpack. That's nuts. Dude, I'm so happy that we have tech armor back. You don't even know. You did not even know how happy this makes me again. I haven't used tech armor in so damn long. The one thing that makes tech armor that much better, though, truthfully, is I can just float above things like this now and look down at it. But the only problem is I only have this for just a short period of time. Because once the Lost Colony drops, I lose access to the tech armor again. I go back to being a non-tech armor wearing basic survivor, which it'll be fine. I'll get it back. We always get our tech armor back. I'm hoping actually it's something similar to like they did on Gen 2 where you kind of get tech armor from the start, but I don't want them to give you it from the start. If that makes sense, I want you to be able to get it all completely, but we're going right in that door there. Whoop, I did not mean to land up here. I always forget that this guy has free fall on, so it makes it safer so we don't take fall damage, but we really don't need free fall on. Because tech armor protects you. But I'm going to keep free fall enabled. Alright, here we go. Okay. Interesting. This is the place. This is the area where you can get the unholy snot and whatnot, or the troll snot and the unholy remains. You just have to walk down this pathway. Like I said, I wasn't going to do this in this video, but why not? Because we got that fight done a lot faster than I thought. I thought it was going to take close to the whole 20 minutes. It's only because I had this 539% shotgun that I took it out so much faster. All that shiny stuff on the walls as well as the mithril ore. That's how I had so much of the mithril alloy because I've been grinding it out. That and fighting through these caves kind of really helped a lot with that. So that's a huge benefit for everything as well if you guys are looking for it. I probably should have taken the med brews out of my inventory, but it is what it is. You can go that way. There really isn't much that way. What I recommend doing is just running this way. I shortcutted the whole way down by doing stuff like that because of the fact that I have that healing buff on with the Spring Drakeling. My health goes up so fast it doesn't matter. So as long as I'm not in combat, my health just goes up. Also, I do want to notify you guys, you see those little plants down there? I know you probably know this, but those are organic polymer. You can actually harvest all of that and get a metric ton of organic poly. Really quick, really easy, and that's also how I have a ton. This is where I came and have been coming for a little bit now to get this organic poly, because I accidentally ended up in here somehow. I came out of one of the caves, I believe, as I was exploring prior, and these are all organic polymer. So just to show you real quick to make sure you don't think I'm lying, which I know you know I'm not, but still, these are the same organic polymer you can get in the red zone, but it's a lot safer here, a lot less creatures to attack you. There you go. Just got 1,000 organic poly from just doing a couple single swipes of my sickle. But where you want to go is down in here, because you could explore around more, but down here's where you really need to go into. And I always go left takes you... Where does left take you again? I went right last time. Where does left take you? I feel like left takes you out of the cave. You don't want to go left then. We'll take left later. Let's go right. Right is the way I went last time, and I liked the direction it brought me. So we're going to go right. The Megatherium. Also, if you're not running a Megatherium, or whatever you're running in this cave, I highly do recommend Megatheriums because of how many bugs they have in here. Because there is a ton of bugs. And getting the bug buff really helps out a lot. Yeah, reset my bug buff. Perfect. I hate all the spiders though. The spiders annoy me. Because of how much the RNAs. They need to, when they get the TLC, they need to turn that off. That needs to not be their first go-to attack. To slow you down. It needs to be like, I mean, I wouldn't mind if they did like a tranquilizer kind of attack. Something. But getting constantly webbed and being stuck in place. Or maybe just remove how long it goes for. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, you just want to keep following down this path, which, again, super simple. Super easy, as long as you have a strong enough tame. I did get a 270% Megatherium armor blueprint saddle, which I was tempted to make. But I was like, with how little I use the Megatherium only for caves, 80 armor is enough. I was like, I could use the 275, but I really don't believe I need it. But here's another spot that has actually some pretty good amounts of resources. The only thing I will warn you about being careful with is when riding on the back of any creature and you run into those Arthropluras, they can and will break your armor. So especially if you're running high gear tech like I am, or high powered tech like I am, that costs a lot to make, you will burn through your resources pretty quickly, having to constantly repair them. But if you have a bunch of it, like kind of I do right now, it's kind of not terrible at all. I'm actually kind of happy that I'm not running Arcology on this right now, because any one of these could have been alpha boosted. Completely could have been alpha boosted, which would have made this little area that much harder. Would have made it nicer for me, because I could have got way more levels on my Drakeling, but would have made it a lot harder because of them all being alpha boosted off each other. Did I catch Drabies? No, I didn't. There's Onyx about to catch these hands if he keeps biting at me. How's my armor looking? All golden, still perfect. But you can go up or you can go down. I went down if I remember right. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I went down. Just drop nice and slowly. Whoop. Yeah, you'll take some fall. And then you run right through this little cubby here, I think, to cut back up. Oh, yeah, here's the nameless creatures. Yep, there's some of those nameless creatures to get those unholy remains, and you can get a lot of those drops from it too. There's another one. That's another place to get a lot of obsidian flux too. This is where I got a ton of mine. Just circles back up through. So let's just continue on down here. Because you need the troll snot and the unholy remains for... Here, let me clear out our inventory because we're getting kind of full on stuff. I dropped a bunch of... I saw it. I know what I dropped. I'm going to grab it in a second. I dropped a bunch of the obsidian flux, and I need to pick that right back up. So let me grab that really fast. Yep. Yeah, 17 obsidian flux. That's a lot. That's actually a really good amount. That's a ton. That's 17 mithril alloy, pretty much. So you can go this pathway here to run into a bunch more of the nameless creatures, or run down here. I think it's down here, or did I go too far? Maybe I went too far. Or maybe I'm not even in the right cavern. There's a cavern. I believe this is it. I think maybe I have to go through that for... Oh, yeah, it's right up here. I know where it is. It's up here. Okay. I'm stuck on these crystal nodes. I was in the right spot. I was going the right direction. I just didn't see where I needed to go. Yeah, so you want to go up here, because that way back there will take you to the nameless. And then I think... Yeah, that's right. It should be right up through here. There should be a cave way on your side somewhere. Bro. Get out of the way. I hate all these RNAs, man. I know I could have avoided fighting them if I would have ran towards the center. I didn't want to. What is that? Is that a S-Mantis? I haven't seen one of them in a while. The spawns must be insanely low for these things. Yeah, that's an S-Mantis. That's cool. Too bad I couldn't have tamed that. But right in there, that room behind me, you see that big creature right there with the hands? That is a cave troll. Right there. These are the 2 cave trolls. And you have to take these out to get the troll snot. You need 10 troll snot for the alpha variant, I believe, or 20 troll snot for the alpha, 10 for the beta, something like that. Like I said, I'm going to take on the Bane of Water on beta and alpha. But now I got to rebreed up all of our guys, so it's going to take me a minute. But these guys drop, I believe, troll snot as well as some of those pretty good resources. If I do recall, they drop that as well, at least. I actually ran into earlier. Yep, right there. Right there, perfect. We got some mithril ore, some more obsidian flux, thylacoleo saddle, actually, which is kind of weird, and 2 troll snot. So the best thing I found to do with these guys is they constantly respawn like every 3 to 5 minutes. So like I ran up here last time, turned around, ran all the way back down, and I want to show you something really, really, really important. Drop down here, just to take the shortcut. Not drop it down here for any reason other than just that little shortcut. And you cut down through here. And once you're in here, you're in a tight little cavern looking thing, like for mine shaft. And if you just follow through, I can't fit through here on the back of this guy, which sucks. But if you hop off him, pick him up, get him ready to throw back out, throw him right back out on this side. But you see those crystals on the ceiling? And you see these crystals on the wall, the mithril ore on the wall? Any of these crystals, the mithril ore, and then the... There's no nameless in here. But the mithril ore and those crystals are all element shards. So if you're short on element, or you need element, or if this is just a place you want to come to harvest element, this is the place to be. So we gotta go up this way and then hang this pathway here. And I'll show you why. Because right here you can run in here and use whatever creature you have to harvest to get that. All that is element. Which is fantastic by Nakatis that he threw that in there in that cheeky little spot. And then if you run through here, some more element there on that wall to farm. A bunch of element right here on this wall. I don't know how these things are stuck in the wall. I think I'm supposed to be able to attack them, but with them being stuck on the wall kind of sucks. And now I'm stuck inside my own color. But yeah, there's a bunch of namelesses all throughout here. And if you want proof that this is a good spot for element shards, take out my Edmontonia. Just sit here and harvest. I'll show you my inventory in a second. Element shards from these purple rocks, and you can get these from any of these color, like variation of the colors of the crystals. And what's nice is you get a pretty good amount from it. So if you're at the point I am now, where element's cool if you can get it, like I have that tech rifle, element's insane. That's a really good spot for element harvesting. How did you fit through that but can't fit back up? How does that make sense? But yeah, that's pretty much what you want to do, and you want to sit in here and just pretty much keep going in circles. Fighting as many as you can, coming back through. Fighting as many as you can, coming back through. I'm gonna just check. Why don't I throw him out yet? Oh, excuse me, that's all element element on these walls. There's no other pathway out of here. I thought there was a drop up top somewhere. Maybe I was mistaken. But all of that is element shards. And if you have a replicator like I do, or you're at the point where I am, where you can just turn all this stuff into element, pure element, you're in a golden position right now, where all of this is available to you. So let's run back up here and see if the trolls have respawned, which they should have by now. Oh, I hear something. I was like, we're gonna throw this guy back out just to be safe. I don't think they have yet. Let's see. Sorry about that. My nose feels like it's starting to run for some reason. No, the trolls do not look like they have respawned. But you can also go down that pathway to the right for just a little bit longer. Yeah, no trolls back yet, but pretty much just keep coming in here and checking, and trolls just continue to respawn. And if you take this path here, I'm going to get a quick drink of my Gorilla Mind energy drink. It splits off into 2 different paths. Get stuck on a rock again. Go down the path to the right, more nameless creatures, and a bunch of element. Like, this is where you can farm element and obsidian. Really nice area to do it in. A bunch all along the walls. Bunch of obsidian right there. Keep following through this path. More obsidian and element there. Like, this is a dangerous area, sure, but if you have a good creature, if you're with a tribe, and you come in here, you have element all around. And like I said, you need, I think it's 50 unholy remains for the boss, and I think we're pretty close to that already. Just from me doing this on my own and now. Which, like I said, I'm going to continue to do this on my own as I'm progressing. Because now I'm in the process of just getting ready for the Bane of Thwatted fight, which, honestly, kinda sucks that Arc isn't dropping for another few weeks. Because I was trying to time it so this would end right as that started. I'm a little earlier than I expected, which is fine, but as you see now, we've got 30k experience built up on our guy. It's a really good place for Drakelings to get levels too. And for you to get levels. But we're going to take these 2 guys out. I'm going to wrap it up after I finish these guys off, probably. Because I don't need to be in here right this second. More element there. More element there. And then I believe we are back at the start. Let's just turn down this pathway really quick. I gotta hop off this guy again. But yeah, I believe we're back at the start. Yep, yeah we are. We just did a complete circle. We are back at the start now. Here's the entrance. And we are here back at the beginning. And you can just farm as much troll snot, as much anything as you'd like inside this cave. There is absolutely pretty much nothing that can stop you. Unless if your creatures aren't strong enough, or if you're playing on a populated server with other players and they're down here doing the same thing. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time for more Ark Survival Ascended on Svartalfheim. And I'm not entirely sure what our next episode is going to be, but see you guys then.